They should run that back.
They should, and
they're not.
Pettis got balls. I think he's just as crazy as Tony Ferguson. These guys love to fight. What I'm trying to say is that it's going to be a really good fight.
It's going to be bloody.
But
they both have a lot of scar tissue.
But we were talking about this earlier with me. Kind of like we were mentioning about Thurman and him not being in the ring for a while. How long has Nate Diaz not fought in the octagon?
Fought since McGregor, bro.
Which McGregor?
Second fight with McGregor. It's been almost 3 years.
Wow.
He hasn't fought in a long time.
Wow.
So.
And Tony Ferguson or Pettis has fought how many times in the past 5 months? And that's
a number 3.
And was involved in Fight of the Year against one of the savages of UFC. Period.
He fought at 55, then he went up to 75.
So he ain't scared.
He went up to 75, fought Tony, lost. Then he fought again at 75, and he fought Wonder Boy, beat him via stoppage.
Wow.
So here's the thing, man. Pettis is no fucking joke. He's slick on the ground. He got great striking. Former champ. He used to be on the Wheaties box, man. Mm-hmm. He's a freaking.
You make it on the Wheaties, bro. LeBron's been on the Wheaties.
You know, he's a motherfucker of motherfuckers. I say that with all due respect, dude. I'm a huge fan of Pettis, and on top of that, he just got done grappling in a fight for charity against Masvidal, which, by the way, was a great grappling match. Went to a draw, and both guys did some awesome stuff.
I think Pettis is on another class, though.
Yeah?
I mean, my bad was trying to do a flying arm bars on my face. I'm like, yo, it's look like a spider monkey, bro. It's crazy. It's
but Masvidal showed some really good grappling, too, for sure. It was just different, like different styles. But it was awesome, and I'm kind of glad. I want to see this fight just because I want to see freaking Nate Diaz do his thing. I think when Nate Diaz...
You want to see the Nate Diaz that we saw for the past 10 years, bro.
No, here's the thing. When Nate Diaz is active, and I mean active, like he's fighting 2-3 times a year, nobody can beat the guy. He's just one of those guys that his boxing, as far as pure boxing, isn't pretty, but for MMA, it's fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's out of this world. Like you don't want to... You don't want to go toe-to-toe with him.
No.
You have to bring him down. And even at that, he's still going to have an issue.
You're gonna get choked. He's one of those guys. I love to watch fight. Pettis too, man. Pettis is one of those dudes. Like, you don't know if he's gonna jump off the cage and kick you in the face, or if he's gonna fly and armbar you, or if he's gonna outbox you for 5 rounds. It's a great fight.
You give Tony a run for his money, and that won my respect.
Yeah, for sure.
For Pettis. I feel like I was like, oh, crap.
He already had my respect before that.
Yeah.
But, I guess, official predictions for these 2 fights. Who you got winning?
Jeez, man. MMA, UFC, I'm gonna go with Pettis, man. I don't think that in that sport, I think you hit it on the money earlier, man. I think you cannot be out of the ring for that long and fight somebody of that caliber. And it's not saying that Nate is not as good as Pettis, but it's just that activeness.
Yeah.
You're rusty, bro. You know? It's like you go to the gym, you don't work out for 3 years, you go to the gym, you know, you're not gonna lift as much as you did 2 years ago, bro. It's normal.
I agree with you. I'm also gonna pick Pettis on this one just because he's been more active. But let's be real. It's freaking Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz looks at all that shit and says, good, cool story, and then comes out winning.
It's not like the dude has not been working out or in the gym, right?
Yeah, the dude is freaking triathlete.
Obviously.
Athlete, so he's legit. But it's just the activity of being in the fight.
In the lights.
Yeah. Not that Nate Diaz needs to be in the lights. The dude is just, he's such a veteran. He could probably come in out of shape and still win.
I'm excited to see the weigh-in on Friday, bro. I want to see what happens because I know he loves to talk trash. And I know he's going to talk trash because he's been out for a while.
Yeah.
He'll smack somebody up on the weigh-in, too.
Yeah. And then I'm picking Thurman for the boxing match. I think Thurman takes it via decision. I don't think he's going to knock Paquiao out. But I think it's going to be a good fight, a good W under him.
Did we cover Masvidal versus Conor?
I was going to get that to that next.
I'm sorry.
Because that's not really an official fight.
Right.
So,
we can break that down.
Masvidal went on our Compatriotas show on ESPN. ¿Cómo se llama el cabrón? El cubano. Fuck.
I got it right here. Stugas and what's his name?
Stugas in the afternoon or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but it's. You took it from me. I had it right here, and then you got me all nervous. You put me on spot. Stugas and the. Yeah. Papi.
Yeah, him. Yeah, so
you guys know.
Yeah, you know. Well, ESPN, the two Cuban guys from Miami. Yeah. Anyway, Masvidal went on there because he's a Miami boy. It's a Miami-based show, and they asked him who's next, and Masvidal called out Conor.
Well, he did call him out 100%, but he broke down why, which is what I liked. Guys don't really break down; they just go, "I want to fight him. I'm the best." He broke down the reason why he wants to fight Conor McGregor and or be given the shot at the title.
Yes. So, yeah, like you said, he basically said he wants the title or Conor. That if Kamaru Usman is ready to go...
That's a scary fight.
He wants Kamaru because he wants the paycheck. He wants the title. He wants that under his belt. He deserves a shot at the title.
First of all, these guys going in there with the hopes and the dreams and the fire to win a belt, bro. That's automatic. So he wants the belt.
Yeah, 100%. Then he goes, if Kamaru's not healthy to fight, I want Conor McGregor at 55 or 75,
which tells you something because he wants him at 100%. Wow.
Now he said, he goes on to say, and I quote, Conor has nothing for me. He was like, everything Conor does, I see at the gym every day, and I can expose him for the fake boxer that he is. Bruh. Masvidal, game bred, is a G. I think...
He didn't even talk trash. He like a student of the game type broke it down.
Dude, I love this guy. I can't... Dude, put him on every show, man. If the UFC is smart, they just go, hey, bro, can you go on every talk show for the next 6 months?
Why does Dana White not love him?
Because he's not a company guy.
Because he's not a white boy from Missouri?
Because he's not a yes man.
Jeez.
Because Masvidal is one of us. He's one of these dudes that he don't want to talk about it. He want to be about it. Like they say back home, you bout it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And de momento, Masvidal, I say give him the Spanish circuit, bro. Let him talk in Spanish for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put him on ESPN 2, ESPN Español, put him on Univision, put him on Telemundo.
Well, because Thurman, if you want to talk, Thurman, he's on these evaluations. He's on there with Sean Porter, breaking down fights, but they're still active fighters. That'd be cool for him to do that in Hispanic.
Dude, for sure. No, put him out there. I think, especially after this last win, the most marketable guy on the UFC roster is Masvidal. How can you not love who he is? So the three top fighters right now that you want to promote is one, Dustin Poirier. Mm-hmm. He's about to fight Khabib. How can you not root for the guy? You know what I'm saying? The dude has been at the game for like 15 years.
When's that fight? Next month?
Next month in Abu Dhabi.
It's going to be a crazy fight, bro.
They need to put him on everything.
Where are they fighting?
Abu Dhabi.
Ah, that's horrible. That's giving him the advantage, but being around his own people. Obviously, he's not from Abu Dhabi, but he's Muslim. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But I like Dustin. He's like, it's like Rocky. He's like, it's the ultimate Rocky movie. I'm gonna go out there and beat him in his own place.
Oh wow.
So
I like it.
No
boxing on there, okay.
But gotta put those three guys. Gotta put Masvidal. Gotta put Dustin and Tony. Put him on every talk show, every fight talk show you can, as many times as you can, moving forward. Because those three guys are the biggest stars in the company right now. Right now. Like, is anybody talking about the champions?
I don't think so, bro.
No.
You're talking about that flying knee from hell, bro.
No, you're talking about the freaking Dustin, who's one of the champions, beating another champion from a different weight class to get the interim belt. Then you're talking about the uncrowned champion in Tony Ferguson. And now the other uncrowned champion.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Why doesn't he have a belt?
Well, he has an interim belt,
but it's interim, like you said, right?
Yeah,
Somebody had to get it.
You know,
yeah.
It's just not. It's just, you know, it's.
Is it the division?
Yeah, it's the division, dude. It's stacked.
Jeez.
55 and 75, man. They're just so crazy. It's the UFC, man. They have 3 gold mines. Just put them on every show, on every talk show, in Portuguese, Spanish, whatever. Just let them do these news clippings, right? That way, when they book a fight,
everyone knows.
Fire.
Your own grandma said, ese muchacho de la noticia va a pelear. Like, yeah.
No.
Ese mismo.
Mira, we already know Miami's talking about Masvidal.
Oh yeah.
You know, but like when you're in Dallas, all of a sudden you go to a barbershop and people go, bro, that Cuban dude from where you from, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's when you know it's real.
Yeah. Right, so don't jack on my haircut, bro. You catching his knee.
You'll get the whole MGM Grand Buffet to the face with a soda. Super necessary.
Bro, if this fight happens, I mean, last time we saw Conor McGregor was against Khabib, which was how long ago now? A year?
A year ago. A year ago to this weekend, actually.
Wow. A year.
And they just finished serving out the suspension, too.
So it's going to be even more time, is what you're saying?
No, they just finished.
Oh, I got you. Oh, so he's ready.
They're ready to fight. But here's the thing.
Wow.
Let's be real. Let's talk money for real. Will Conor come out to fight a Masvidal? He's the biggest star right now.
Listen, bro. He just fought. Conor, his last fight was against somebody that nobody really knew.
Against Khabib.
Unless you was a fan. I wasn't a fan, honestly, a year ago in UFC.
And you knew who Khabib was.
And I knew, yeah. So, this guy is... he's on another level. He's on another planet. After him fighting that guy and then seeing Masvidal, I'm sure Conor's like, oh, who the fuck is this, you know?
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Who's these fucking street Jesus?
Yeah. I'm the Irish Jesus.
He's like, he's street Jesus, I'm the Irish God.
We have Catholic buildings in Ireland. Like, yeah, bro. I mean, I'm sure he's not scared, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Conor, I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier. That champ attitude, that man, what's up? You know what I mean?
Word.
That what's up?
What's up?
It can, hopefully it happens. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I want Masvidal to win.
Pero, yeah, man.
Time will tell, brother.
Time will tell. So we're moving on.
We have a pretty deep segment to go into now.
We have our thought provoking.
I'm gonna have to dig deep on this one, bro.
Dig deep. So something that's kind of been in the fight world because of one of the best champions to ever do it, Gypsy King Tyson Fury. He talked and was very candid in both of his last fights about mental health. And I thought it would be something pretty cool to talk about, you know. Some of the statistics say that the demographic in the United States that's most affected, you know, negatively by mental health is people in our age group, you know, 18 to 35 and teenagers.
Why?
Many factors. People say population size. Some studies say it's because of social media. Some studies say, you know, because of, you know, family history. I think it's all a factor. I think, personally, it's I don't have a good answer. I just know that what the experts say.
Yeah.
I have my opinion.
Right.
My opinion is, you know, lack of spirituality or belief in something.
Ooh.
Lack of purpose.
Okay. Wow.
It's we live in a generation where
You about to make me sit up. Come on.
we live in a generation where all of a sudden we're more interested in what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes than building that relationship on a one-on-one level or becoming part of a tribe. And I don't mean tribe as in like, oh, I'm Republican or Democrat. I'm talking about truly building a tribe. It's a group of people that you can confide in where you say, hey, I'm hurting. I'm going to come to you and talk about it. You know? I don't think, and I read this book and I wish I would have wrote this down. talking about the reason a lot of